Okay. It was like a co-grade classroom. Percentile rank scores compares your child's test performance with that of other students nationally in the same grade. With a PR of 88, Kaya reads at a level greater than 88% of other students nationally in the same grade. This score is above average. Oh, the PR range indicates that the student has taken the STAR reading test numerous times. Most of his scores would have likely fallen between 84 and 91. I'm surprised they put his, but I support that. One folder and crayons in cubby. Now let me show you the. Oh, fuck. I guess I'll show you the pickle that I drew. Oh no, everything's falling. Ooh, what is that? This is the pickle. I don't remember drawing this fucking pickle, and there's shit on the back too. Peyton Little Joe. This. It was spiderweb too. I was a fucking artist. Ooh, apple tree. This is my apple tree. You saw that shit? Spring. Summer. Fall. Winter. Ooh, there's like fuzzy things on it. Look at that little rabbit. Beautiful. Well, I should probably put these. I'll keep these like aside so I can put them all back in the same folder. Oh, something else in the lap. Come here, bitch. Got it. Dear Mom, I kept my pen on green. I kept my pen on green all day. What? David. Oh my God. I remember that shit. Like a lot of schools that I went to in elementary school had a, oh my God. I named where people were at, but David was bad. I guess he was on red. But we had a system where, in school, there was like a red light, green light, yellow light like thing, and it had a picture of a traffic light, and everyone had one of those wooden like clips, and their name was on it, and it would start off on green for the day. And I think there's one school that had like a blue, and if you're so good you go on blue, but like if you make a mistake or like talk during reading time or do a little thing that's wrong, they'll move you to yellow. And if they move you to red, which if you do something else bad, then they'll call your parents, I think. Yeah, well, I think they call your parents if they move you to red and then you do something bad again. But I remember my parents like would be so fucking pissed if the rule at my house was if you get anything that's not green, then you're getting an ass whooping with a belt. They wouldn't ask what you did wrong. They would just hit you with the belt if you did something bad. And the spankings were bad, especially if you got red. And I remember oh my God, I remember one time I talked during reading time or I giggled with someone and the teacher moved mine to yellow, and every time they did that I would try to be such a good student for the rest of the day so they would move it back to green. But 90% of the time they would forget to move it back, and that really I was being so good for the rest of the day because I was so scared to go home and have to tell my parents that I didn't get green and I was getting ass whooping. But those teachers didn't know. They didn't know what they were doing to me by moving my shit to yellow and not moving it back to green. There was a time where I was being such a good student after mine was on yellow. The teacher complimented my good behavior, but she still forgot to move it back to green. But I don't know why I wasn't going to go up to her and be like, hey, yeah, I'm so good, right? Can you move it back to green? And she just never did that. And that just really kind of we would go outside at the end of the day and wait for our parents to come pick us up, and it would just, who is that? They would forget. They would always forget. And so oh my God, it's a squirrel. No, the squirrel's gone. The squirrel's literally looking right at me, peering over the rooftop. Fuck, guys. That's so cute. But I'm sorry, they would always fucking forget to move it back, and when I was waiting for my parents to come pick me up, oh, it's dead. I was so scared, like so nervous, and out of habit, I would do nice things for other people. I remember if you were good in class, they'd give you a Skittle, one Skittle. Another class I went to, it was like one M&M, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I think it was a Skittle this time. And so I had my one Skittle still outside, and I was waiting for my parents to pick me up, and I gave my Skittles to this one girl who was also waiting for her parents to pick her up. I don't know, I just wanted to do good thing, a nice thing, I don't know. And I guess I was just so desperate. Like, I knew that by the time I got into the car, my parents would ask me, like, what color did you get today? And I didn't, like, my brain couldn't compute, like, I couldn't comprehend the thought of lying. And so I'd always tell them the truth. But getting ass whoopings for, like, the stupidest, smallest things at school, they wouldn't even ask what I did. Like, that sucked so bad. At a certain point, I started lying. And I was like, I'm petrified, just waiting for my parents' car to pull up and get me. I gotta lie. I didn't know what would happen to me if I lied. I was so scared to do it, but I finally did it. And when I did it, I couldn't even lie all the way and just say green, because for some reason I thought they'd be suspicious. I said, well, I got mine moved to yellow, but then they moved it back to green. Even if they didn't move it back to green, like, whatever. I'd have to say that they moved it to yellow and then back to green. And I get out of some ass whoopings. And that's when I started lying, because I didn't want to get my ass whooped because I talked during reading time in school. I would cry, like all my siblings got that, even my younger brothers too at the same time. Like, we'd get our ass beat. I was like, what, how old was I, fucking 6? Like, and my other younger brothers like 4 and 2. Like, that's crazy, dude. Like, we're kids, we're making mistakes, and we would cry hard getting our ass beats because my dad would always do it, and that shit hurt bad. But yeah, I guess it just fucking sucked. It sucked really bad. But yeah, I started lying, and there's one time where I lied and I got red. I got red during school that day, and I tried so hard to be good, but I made 2 mistakes, so I got red. And I told my brother, Frankie, the brother that's right below me. I have 3 younger brothers. Frankie is the one that's 2 years under me. And I told him, I was like, hey, like, today I got red, but I told mom and dad that I got green. Don't tell anyone, because I didn't want to be the only one who knew about the lie. And he snitched on me. He told my parents, and I got the worst ass whooping of my life. And my mom was in the room. My teeth are yellow as shit, especially with this white makeup. But my mom was in the room with me while I was getting my ass beat, and this was in the living room, right? And so my dad's like fucking... I'm like laying flat on my stomach across my dad's fucking lap. He's like beating the shit out of me with the belt. My mom is sitting on this like singular like chair against the wall, like next to me. And she's looking at me, and I look at her, and I'm literally laying down. I'm looking back. I'm like, Mom, help me. And she just goes, and that like sucked so bad. I was getting my ass beat, dude. I was crying so hard. And my brothers, like the brother that snitched on me and my other brother at the time, because I think I only had 2 brothers at the time. Yeah. They were both looking at me, watching me get my ass whooped, and they were laughing at me. I was crying hard. I was begging my mom for help, and she wasn't doing anything. I hate that moment, that memory. I will never forget that. That was really bad. Bye.